step of the burn or what step of the mission we are in. So we can actually, looks like it says there deorbit burn, which makes sense. That's where we're at right now. After deorbit burn completes, we will close the nose cone. That will be the final physical change of the Dragon capsule prior to reentry. Of course, the nose cone is, as the name suggests, it's the cone at the top of the capsule. And while it's been in space, it has been open to help expose those forward bulkhead Draco thrusters, as well as
deorbit burn complete, performance nominal, nose cone closure initiated.
Is standing.
Have a nice live view of our crew in the capsule. Again, you see our mission specialist, Rayyanah Barnawi, on the left, followed by pilot John Shoffner, Commander Peggy Whitson, and on the far right, mission specialist, AlQarni. GG continued the tradition of having the microgravity indicator inside the spacecraft to provide a visual reference for when the crew has reached weightlessness. As the 5th crew member of Ax-2, GG's mission is to inspire children around the world to learn about space. GG is a Build-A-Bear teddy bear wearing Axiom's AX-EMU spacesuit, just like the ones that NASA astronauts will wear on future missions to the moon. Ax-2 is a precursor for Axiom Station. These missions are an important step along the journey of constructing the world's first commercial space station.
Brace for drogue window.
Now standing by for deployment of the drogue parachutes. These will be the first of 2 sets of parachutes that will deploy to help further slow down the Dragon capsule. Should see those drogue those drogues deploy any second now. Looks like they're going now.
Visual on 2 healthy drogues.
Dragon copy, 2 healthy drogues.
All right, great news there. Those 2 drogue parachutes have deployed. That helps to stabilize the Dragon capsule and provide that initial deceleration via parachute. Up next, we will have the main parachutes deploy. Vehicle velocity at main chute deployment is about 119 miles per hour, and they deploy between 6,500 and 6,000 feet. And there we can see those drogues pulling away, exposing the main parachutes. There are 4 main parachutes on the Dragon capsule, and it looks like those are now expanding, that reefing.
Main chute descent rate nominal.
And Dragon copies, nominal chute.
Now this is a really cool view from the Dragon capsule. That's actually from the basin where the main parachutes...
1 kilometer.
1,000 meters, copy.
It's a view from where those main parachutes were just located. From this point on, we will hear Commander Peggy Whitson call out the altitude of the Dragon capsule. So we just heard her call out 1 kilometer, meaning 1 kilometer above the ocean surface.
$800.
Copy, 800.
So at this point in time, we can see we have 4 healthy main parachutes have deployed for the Axiom 2 crew. In a matter of minutes, they have gone from 17,500 miles per hour down to roughly now about 70 miles per hour.
600.
Copy,
Even less
600.
than that, when the main parachutes were deployed, they were going about 119 miles per hour. And by the time that they actually land in the water, it's about 10 miles per hour, thereabouts.
$400.
Copy, 400 meters.
Ax-2 is back on Earth.
As you can see on your screen, visual confirmation for splashdown of our Dragon spacecraft. Dragon Freedom has returned home with the Ax-2 crew.
SpaceX sees splashdown and mains cut. At this time, you are go for procedure 4.800.
And we're in that 4.800 splashdown.
SpaceX sees this.
We're in water uprighting.
SpaceX sees the same. Peggy, John, Ali, Rayyanah, on behalf of SpaceX, welcome home.
One thing to look out for, given excuse me, the bright lights, that can attract bugs, which attracts fish, which sometimes attracts dolphins, as we have seen in previous night recoveries. Looks like there's a drone there above the recovery team on the right-hand side. So yeah, we might see some splashing in the water near where the recovery teams are. And we can actually now see there, that view on the right-hand side, the SpaceX recovery team member, now we got a full screen of that SpaceX recovery team member, really visible, climbing on the Dragon capsule. As I said before, this is a highly special. It's a pretty cool view there of the heat shield on the underside. That's the side of the capsule that was basically facing Earth during re-entry. Those harnesses will now pull the bottom of the capsule, that heat shield, and align it for placement there in the nest. See some water sloshing around the bay where the main parachutes were held. To make their way out of the capsule, or egress is exit. Since they've spent the last couple days, last few days, not couple, last 10 days in space, the effects of microgravity, even for that period of time, can be felt. So to ensure their safety, we will help them slide out of the capsule. But I have a feeling that we'll also see big smiles and some happy waves at the same time.
Definitely.
Although I could imagine.
Yes. Starting to see our first crew member egress from SpaceX Dragon vehicle. Who is that? Is that?
I think that might be Peggy.
That does look like Peggy. Commander Peggy Whitson seems to have egressed the vehicle.
It's pretty impressive that she was able to, she had assistants standing up, but, basically just walked right off. That's really impressive.
It's safe. Assisting our mission specialist,
That looks like Rayyanah.
Rayyanah Barnawi, egressing a Dragon capsule. Little help up.
Yay! Nice little photo opportunity.
A little celebration right there.
Again, super impressive to me that these crew members are just walking off after being helped up. So now with Rayyanah having exited, all that's left is AlQarni, our other mission specialist, who was sitting on the far right-hand side.
And our flight surgeon, Michelle Hong, will actually be accompanying our crew all the way back to Houston, keeping an eye on them the whole time. See the feet now of our final crew member starting to egress the hatch. Through the hatch, AlQarni making his egress from Dragon Freedom. Pausing for a little photo there. That's great.